Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here and welcome back to the Parma Road to Glory career mode on FIFA 19. We are back with episode number 7. I'm pretty sure it is number 8. No, it's number 7, 100%. We are back with a banger of an episode. We got some Europa League quarterfinals against Roma. We've got the semi-final, the second leg of the semi-final in the Coppa Italia. We got some games against Hellas Verona, Bologna, Udinese in this month as well in the Serie A, but we're kicking it off. We're getting straight into it. We're not messing around today, boys. 2019. Hopefully you guys did have a happy new year, all that good stuff, but we're back with the Parma career mode, the road to glory. We're finishing off this season number 2, guys. Let me know down in the comments, should I continue on with a season number 3 for this Parma career mode? Would you guys be interested, depending on, how we finish in the season? Let me know down in the comments if we should go for a season number 3, depending on how we finish off this episode, guys. So yeah, watch the whole video, watch to the end, see how we finish off, and yeah, we'll see if we're going to continue in season number 3. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Tweet me. Whatever. But we're starting off this game against Roma. I've just let the action roll out here. And Fructu has had a baptism of fire here at the Stadio Olimpico. He had a shot rattle off the crossbar. And they've hit the crossbar again. They've hit the woodwork again, sorry. And Roma have come out of the gate here, absolutely firing. Fructu has had his hands full, but we're on the attack in the 18th minute. Jadon Sancho down this left-hand side. He gives the ball in to Diego Lainez, and it's a name I've been saying so much this season because he has been in an absolute scoring form, the Mexican for us, and it's a classic combination of Jadon Sancho running down that left-hand side, crossing the ball in, and Diego Lainez awaiting to finish off that chance, and it's a beautiful strike from the Mexican, a lovely assist from Jadon Sancho, and a left foot shot from Lainez to put past the Roma keeper and put us 1-0 up in this Europa League quarter-final match. Gets us a crucial away goal as well, as Roma want to get one back here, but Fructu, it lands straight in the path of Fructu. He has a comfortable save on his hands. We're still a 1-0 up here at the Stadio Olimpico, but Roma on the attack in the second half. Couldn't get a goal in the first, but we still won a second here. Diego Lainez down this right-hand side. He's going to cross the ball in with his left, and Jadon Sancho was trying to get him an assist there, but unfortunately skies it, and we continue on trying to get a second, but also trying not to concede as well, as we have a cross in the middle here, bumbles around, and Roma successfully clear the ball free as we continue on in this second half. But that is all she wrote for this one. 1-0 to Parma, and unfortunately for Roma, couldn't get a home goal and conceded an away goal, and we end up going 1-0 victors, getting a crucial away goal, and we go into the second leg at the Stadio Ennio Tardini at home. But we've got a big game against Bologna at home in the Serie A. Also, we're looking to push for that top 4 finish, and it's David, the Canadian, getting the 39th minute goal to get us the win against Bologna at home. So it's a big 3 points in Serie A for us. As we continue on into the second leg, we got Gaglioro, Romagna, Tonali starting in there. Shaparenko, Plizzari is going to place Fructu. When your keeper's stamina is like down, we've got a bunch of games we're playing at the moment, and the schedule's absolutely jam-packed for us, which is probably one of our biggest weaknesses with this team. We just haven't got the roster to compete with this amount of games. We had Coppa Italia going on, we have Europa League, got Serie A as well, so 3 competitions, and this squad just doesn't have the stamina to compete in all 3, with suspensions and injuries as well. We just got our hands full at the moment, but we have a big game here. We won the first one at the Stadio Olimpico, but now we're at the home at the Stadio Ennio Tardini. We know if Roma score first, it's level pegging. So we got a big job on our hands here against the Romans, as they want to progress into the semi-finals, getting knocked out of the Champions League. So they want to go as far in this competition as they can. And we started off here with Pietro Pellegrini getting a starting chance in this team, in this game. He gives it off to Kubo, the Japanese man. He deflects, goes to Tonali, and the man from Brescia gets the goal here for us, getting a home goal, putting us 2-0 up on aggregates. and we get a home goal straight off the bat in the 17th minute. Kubo had a shot, deflects off a Roma player, lands straight into the path of Sandro Tonali, the Italian gem, and absolutely hits that, puts the laces through it with his left boot. Don't even know if that's his strongest foot or not. I don't think it is. But yeah, he puts us 1-0 up, 2-0 up on aggregate, smashes it past the Roma goalkeeper, and we are in the driving seat at the moment as Kubo gives it off to Pietro Pellegrini. Pietro Pellegrini finds Kubo, he takes a shot and it hits the left hand side of the post, and unfortunately for us, unfortunately for the Japanese, Kubo couldn't get the second goal, couldn't get us more than 1-0 up, but Shaparenko has a shot and it goes just wide of the post for the Ukrainian, and he couldn't get another Europa League goal, but Jadon Sancho also involved in this. Kubo takes a shot and we are just peppering the Roma goal at the moment. Could be more than 1-0 up, but we continue on in the second half. Jadon Sancho puts a lovely ball into the box, and Shaparenko, a man that was front and center of all our attacks in the first half, starts the second half off strongly with a lovely guided header into the top left hand corner. Another assist for Jadon Sancho, got an assist in the first leg in Rome, and now we've returned to Parma, and Shaparenko has finished off a beautiful cross. He was alone, unmarked in the box, and just gets a lovely header into the left hand corner of the goal, and we go 2-0 up, 3-0 up on aggregate. The Ukrainian gets the goal he deserved in the first half, and we've entered this second half firing as well as Jadon Sancho, causing the Roma defense all kinds of trouble, takes a shot, and unfortunately for him is deflected and out for a corner, but he has been causing Roma all sorts of problems at the moment. Diego Lainez gives the ball in to Shaparenko. Shaparenko's in here again. He passes it through to that man, Pietro Pellegrini. He started this game and he's finished it off with a goal to his name. He's gotten on the score sheet, the young Italian striker, and Shaparenko gets an assist to add to his goal tally as well. And Pellegrini slots it through the legs of the Roma goalkeeper, the number 20, getting a goal in the Europa League. We are now 3-0 up in the 60th minute, 4-0 on aggregate, and this should see us through to the Europa League semi-final, but of course we couldn't keep the clean sheet in the second leg. Roma get a consolation goal, get a consolation away goal for their travelling fans, but that is all it would be in the end. 4-1 on aggregate, we end up victorious, and that was just a complete, utter dominant performance against Roma, a team which should be playing much better than that, but we just wiped the floor with them. And we're into the semi-final of the Europa League. I can't believe we're actually saying that. Europa League semi-finalists, back where Parma should be, where they belong. And we're going to see our Europa League draw. Who will we get in the semi-final out of Spurs, Schalke? We've pulled out Parma, the man. Let's see who we get in the semi-final. And we end up getting the hardest opposition out of Schalke, Real Betis, and Spurs. We get the hardest one, of course, but we could have got either Schalke or Real Betis, and we had an easier game to get to the final, but we got 2 legs against Spurs. I mean, it's a step up in opposition, no doubt, but that's going to be probably one of our toughest games of the series, let alone the season. That's probably one of the best teams we've come up against, our first time against English opposition, I'm pretty sure as well. So we're going to see how that one fares. But guys, we have an injury crisis at the back. Reece James injured, Ampadu is injured, and Soki literally came back from injury. So, you know, we're all over the place at the moment. We have had to play so many different players in defensive positions, right? Pellegrini just came back from like a 3-month injury, and he has literally gotten another injury. But we are 1-1 here with Hellas Verona away from home at the Bendigordi. But Timothy Weah gets a second goal in the 54th minute. Can we hold on for the 3 points away from home against relegation-threatened Hellas Verona? We do. We end up winning 2-1, but it's to the detriment of Pellegrini. Pellegrini got the injury, and he did end up getting another injury in this game, and he's out for a bit as well. So, you know, just injuries all over the pitch. Not all over the pitch, but all over the defense. I mean, we've literally had every single defender being injured, and you saw our starting lineup wasn't really that strong against second leg Inter that we're playing here in the Coppa Italia at home at the Stadio Tardini. We did lose 2-1 in the first leg at the San Siro, and yeah, it wasn't really one to forget for us, to be honest, because you know we conceded in the last minute and it wasn't, you know, that pleasant. But we're starting off this game in the second minute with David, the Canadian, getting us off to the great start here, and we're level on aggregate at the moment. If it stays 1-0, we would be through to the final, but we've still got a lot of the game to play. We've got literally 89 minutes left to play, and the Canadian David gets a goal, the right-footed finesse shot for that man, and we get the game started off, the perfect start, the dream start against Inter Milan. But Inter Milan on the attack, Mauro Icardi gets a shot, but Plizzari's equal to it, and we go ahead on another attack here. It's Lombardi finding Jadon Sancho. He's entered the box. He does a bit of a skill move, and he's placed it into the top right-hand corner. Take a bow, Jadon Sancho. That is going to be literally our goal of the season. What a finish from the young Englishman. He got into the box, did a skill move to fool the defenders, and he pulls that out of the bag. What a player. He's definitely our player of the episode, guys. Jadon Sancho, if you've got a career mode, pick this man up. He is literally a class above the rest in terms of this team. Like, he is our saving grace at the moment. Shaparenko nearly made it 3-0, but the Ukrainian had a shot saved from Handanovic, and Inter are trying to get a goal in this one right before halftime. Jose Gaia whips the ball into the middle. Shaparenko clears, but it falls straight into the path of Gagliardini, the Inter man, ex-Atalanta man, also gets a goal right before halftime and has level things here at the Stadio Tardini on aggregate, 3-3 on aggregate. We're still winning 2-1, but it would be a draw if we enter. We would extra time if the game would finish like this. But Shaparenko hopeless in that one. We couldn't get the ball out, and Inter get a goal back after being 2-0 down. They almost went 3-0 down. And yeah, unfortunately for us, we couldn't keep them out right before halftime. David misses a chance. There's Jadon Sancho down this left-hand side. Our best player gives the ball into Lombardi, and he couldn't find the target there as we're into the 71st minute now. The legs are starting to run tired here for Parma, but we've worked the ball into the box. David got there, but unfortunately Handanovic was first to it. Inter have whipped it into the middle, and it's that man, Lautaro Martinez, breaking our hearts yet again. Inter in the 80th minute, they've drawn level, they've gotten 2 away goals, now they're ahead on aggregate 4-3, and we are just shocked at the moment. After being 2-0 up, Inter crawled their way back into this game, and it's Lautaro Martinez, the Argentinian wonder kid, coming off the bench to get the equalizer for Inter Milan, and Plizzari couldn't save this one. It was a bit of an overhead scissor kick from the man himself, and that has seen us be kicked out of the Coppa Italia. Inter move to the final, and they'll be facing Juve, I'm pretty sure it is, but Inter have kicked us out of the Coppa Italia. We've crashed out of the Coppa Italia after winning. We were up 2-0. Unfortunately for us, we are finally defeated in the Coppa Italia, 4-3 on aggregate. They also went through on away goals as well, so unfortunately for us, we are out of the Coppa Italia. No Coppa Italia final this season for us, maybe in season number 3 if we continue it on. But Parma, we're facing Udinese at home. Taith Chong gets the opening goal, but Pusetto equalizes, and that's how it would stay 1-1, and our injury crisis at the back still continues. But we're currently third in Serie A after 34 games played. Juve are up top with 85 points. Inter, who just kicked us out of the Coppa Italia, are 2 points ahead of us with 71 points. We are currently sitting with 69 points. Sassuolo right beneath us in 4th place with 60, as well as AC Milan as well. We look ahead to the Europa League semi-final, and we're going to have to change the team around because that is absolutely terrible. But the boys are back. It's Tonali in centre back. I mean, guys, this injury crisis is not treating us well. We've had to play Tonali at centre back as well as Gagliolo, who is naturally a left back. So we're literally playing two players that aren't naturally centre backs in centre backs because all our centre backs are either too tired or too injured. We got Petzela and Ruig on the flanks as well. We got Kangin Lee at centre attack and midfield, but we're starting off the game against Tottenham Hotspur in Parma. The first leg is at home at the Stadio Tardini. And yeah, Europa League semi-final. I can't believe it. We're in the Coppa Italia semi-final, Europa League semi-final, coming third in Serie A. It's all heating up here at the end of the season. But Timothy Weah trying to work the ball through there, takes a shot on goal. And unfortunately for us, we couldn't get the opening goal. But Timothy Weah continues on. It was a lovely through ball to Diego Lainez. He beats the left back for pace, but unfortunately Davies gets a hand on that. Davinson Sanchez couldn't clear. He passed it around the box, and it's the South Korean Kangin Lee who pounces on the defensive error from the Colombian Davinson Sanchez and finishes it off beautifully. Lloris couldn't come out quick enough to gather it, and Kangin Lee acts the quickest and gets us 1-0 up in this game. A good touch from him as well. Didn't lose the ball and slotted it into the bottom right hand corner. We go 1-0 up, and we are absolutely loving life in the Europa League at the moment. We find Timothy Weah in the box here. He has a shot and it couldn't land into the path of one of our players. Unfortunately for us, it couldn't land straight to a player, and we could have been 2-0 up there, but Blizzardi makes a nice save against Tottenham. He punches the ball out, getting rid of it in the 20th minute, but it's found its way back to Eriksen. The Danish midfielder works his way into the box, and it's a lethal finish from the man himself. He usually moves to Manchester City in every career mode I play, but in this one he stayed faithful to Tottenham. And fortunately for him, he gets a goal in this one. Tottenham Hotspur get an away goal in the 22nd minute, and he's fired that one home. Lethal from the Danish man. The Danish man? Doesn't even make sense. From the Dane, sorry. And Blizzardi couldn't do much about that. I mean, what a powerful shot from the man himself. And Spurs are showing no mercy here. It's Lucas down this right-hand side. Found the ball through to Christian Eriksen. It's all open for him. He passes it along, and he's found Son, another South Korean on the pitch. This time, it's not for Parma, it's for Tottenham, and they got their second away goal, and they're in the attack here as well. Lucas founding the ball in, and they've gotten their third in quick succession as well. Within the span of 15 minutes, Tottenham have found 3 unanswered goals, and they're 3-1 up, but this time, instead of Eriksen crashing it into the back of the net, it's Sandro Tonali with the own goal, unfortunately for us. And yeah, not good for us. 3-1 down, and we almost found a fourth here with Lainez finishing it, but the goal was offside, ruled out, and we couldn't find our way back into the game. But we are into the 56th minute here. Blizzardi made a decent save. We try to get a goal back here just to, you know, level the blow. But Ivan Rakitic, the man, signed for Spurs in this career mode, and he's found the fourth in the 87th minute. Tottenham Hotspur have found their fourth away goal of the fixture in the first leg. 4-1 to the team from London. Ivan Rakitic took a shot. It took a lethal deflection, a cruel deflection as of that, and unfortunately for us, yeah, it's the fourth goal. I mean, it's devastating. I mean, we made it all the way to the semi-final. In the first leg, we get pummeled by Tottenham, and Pochettino's men get the 4-1 away victory. And guys, I don't know, we've crashed out of the Coppa Italia semi-final, and we're literally on our way out of the Europa League semi-final. And I think we should just be, you know, concentrating on Serie A for the moment, as, you know, we're trying to finish in the Champions League positionings, because, you know, our chances of winning the Europa League now have just been cut to shreds. Our team is full of injuries. We've got Reece James literally just coming back from an injury. We had Ampadu injured. We're facing AC Milan away from home, and yeah, we just get pummeled 4-0. We're literally playing players out of position. We're playing players that are tired on half stamina. You know, we've gotten to the to that point of the season where our team literally can't keep up with the amount of fixtures we have, suspensions, injuries, all that stuff. But we've entered the second leg here with Spurs. I just decided to simulate it because I knew we weren't going to come back from that 4-1 defeat. Lainez and Kane got the game underway in the 5th minute, but Spurs ended up finishing us off 3-1. So it's 7-2 on aggregate. We end up crashing out of the Europa League. You know, I'm proud. We made it all the way to the semi-final. We came up against really good opposition in Spurs. I mean, no doubt the Spurs, they are absolutely incredible. They're a great team in career mode as well, and they've just, you know, there's a golfing class. We're still a road to glory team full of wonder kids. We're still building our way up the footballing ladder, and we lose 3-1 to Lazio away from home at the Stadio Olimpico in Serie A. We're starting to drop off towards the end of the season. You know, a few injuries here, a few suspensions there. Murgia gets a goal against his former club. We have a game against Juve. I just decided to simulate it with the calendar because I knew in our last games, literally our last 4 games of Serie A, we have AC Milan, Lazio, Juventus, and Atalanta. I mean, some of the toughest teams in Serie A, we've all got back to back. So I'm not complaining there. We end up losing 2-0 to Juve. They are on top, 92 points, but it's the last match day of Serie A, and we're up against Atalanta at home. Inter in second, but it's all in the European placings now. You know, Napoli are in there, Lazio, Sassuolo have dropped down to 7th, Torino in 8th. You know, we need a point to secure Champions League football for next season. We're in 3rd, and the relegation zone is Hellas Verona, Benevento, and Genoa. All going to Serie B. Sampdoria, Palermo survive the drop. But we have our final game at home against Atalanta. I just decided to simulate it. You know, my hopes were a bit down after that Tottenham Hotspurs belting, as well as a few losses to some quality opposition in Serie A, and we were already in a top 4 spot, you know, kind of guaranteed. We were ahead by a lot of points, so we could afford to lose a few games here and there. We end up losing against Atalanta at home. We're going to see how it affects the table. We were relying on other results, and thankfully AC Milan couldn't pick up any points, and we end up finishing in a Champions League position. We end up finishing in 3rd with 20 wins, 9 draws, and 9 losses, ending up with 69 points, 11 points behind 2nd place Inter, and, you know, Juventus just wiped the floor with everyone, 95 points, AC Milan in 4th, and we finished in 3rd. I mean, for me, finishing in 3rd, we wanted to finish in top 4. We said at the start of the season, let's finish in top 4 so we qualify for the Champions League next season. It doesn't matter how we do in the Europa League. So yeah, we've qualified for Champions League football next season. We're looking at the squad report for now. We're looking at Kevin Ruig, did get a few goals in there. We're looking at our most appearances per player. We've got Jadon Sancho, probably one of our best players, 12 goals, 6 assists. Brignola got in there with 5 goals and 7 assists. Murgia got in there with 3 goals, 6 assists. Diego Lainez got 10 goals and 7 assists, as well as David with 18 goals and 6 assists. What a beast that man is. But yeah, we had a lot of injuries. And Pardu and Soki, Pellegrini all had injuries. They're all defensive players. Reece James literally just came back from injury as well. So we had defensive injuries all over the place, and we had to play defenders out of position and all that stuff. But yeah, we sign up Arthur Roche, our Scout Future star from first season, on a new contract, a new 5-year contract. Kangin Lee obviously is on loan, so he'll go back to Valencia at the January next season. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a disappointing finish for the Parma road to glory. Tottenham Hotspur ended up winning the Europa League, so we can say we ended up losing to eventual champions. They defeated Real Betis 3-0 in the final, but we crashed out of the Coppa Italia semi-final, which is, you know, respectable. It was against Inter in 2nd place. It was only 4-3. We made it all the way to the semi-final of the Europa League, which, you know, is decent in my eyes as well. We end up losing to quality opposition and the future champion Spurs, but to make up for it, we did finish in 3rd in Serie A, which we end up getting Champions League football for next season. So let me know down in the comments below, should we continue with season number 3? Should we continue in the Champions League with Parma? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know who I should sign for season number 3, if we're going to continue on with this career mode, or if I should just start a new one altogether. But thank you guys so much for the support on the channel recently and on all the videos. If you did enjoy, please smack a like button on the video. Subscribe for some more FIFA 19 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. And I'll catch you guys on the very next video.